It's a massacre. Hello everyone and welcome to a Christmas special of Sewing Machine Adventures. Yeah! Christmas special of Sewing Machine Adventures, oh my god. We've had a Halloween special, now a Christmas one. And for this festive episode, I thought I would try and sew myself a giant, like, present stocking. Because I've been good this year and I'm planning on getting, like, shitloads of presents from Santa. And I think it's going to look quite good if obviously I manage to do this. I've been having a little bit of a struggle with the sewing machine lately, so fingers crossed today's episode goes okay. Hopefully the Christmas spirit is inside us. Kinky! So for this giant present stocking, I think I've picked some really nice fabrics actually. So I'm going to be using, this one here is obviously the outside, and it's like this green, proper nice fabric with like gold baubles and snowflakes on and some little red bits and stuff. And I thought I would pick up this red, these little red accents with these berries, and have this kind of quilted crimson lining. So it's going to be like a nice lined stocking. And then also...
oh yeah, there's more.
I thought I would use this stuff, which I already have in the studio. This is from when I used to do the 20-minute fashion sewing thing, whatever it was. It was hot glue, basically. It was before I got my sewing machine. It's basically making an outfit in 20 minutes. And this stuff's awful. I hate this stuff. But I thought it would look really nice as like a trim around the edge. As you can see, bits just come off it. And then also, I think if I've got time, I want to add some little jingle bells, and I've got some other things I want to add to it as well, just to kind of decorate it. And you'll be happy to know I've already got my pattern sorted. It was very easy. I just drew out a giant picture of a sock. And I think this will work fine. And before I get cutting my fabrics and stuff, I did want to mention that obviously I've been struggling a little bit with this sewing machine and finding it a bit difficult with certain fabrics. I've been threading my sewing machine wrong this entire time.
Shocking.
And no one told us. And I didn't even realise myself. Like obviously now that I'm interested in sewing a bit more, a lot more content keeps showing up about sewing and all kinds of textile stuff, which is a weird thing to say. I never thought I would say that in my life. But I've been watching a few videos and there's two things I missed with sewing. So I'm going to try and show you on this camera. So if we see the sewing machine here, this metal bit here is a sewing guide and I haven't been using that. I haven't been putting my thread through this metal bit at the top so that it guides my sewing. So I'm hoping that's going to help us today. And also, I haven't been putting my sewing through this kind of foot. I've just been letting it like dangle helplessly on its own.
Please, I don't want to die.
It's supposed to go through here, this metal guide thing, then through there, then it's supposed to go through there, and then you're also supposed to bring it down and connect it so you've got two. And I just haven't been doing any of that. So I honestly don't understand how I've managed to sew certain things when I haven't been setting this thing up properly. And I have a feeling that's why it hasn't liked certain fabrics. It's not because of the machine and how I've had to like force things through. It's because I've been doing it wrong. So when we eventually get onto the sewing part of this, I'll let you know if that's actually helped. I'm hoping it has.
Me too.
Okay, so I think I'll start with this green fabric. And I'm going to try and do what people have been suggesting ages to us and I've just forgotten every single time. But it's to fold the fabric in half and cut it out that way. And I'm just trying to like think about it and figure it out because it confuses us a little bit. I don't know why. Remember, I'm going to be sewing this inside out. So if I just fold the fabric inside out. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And also, I know that they're both exactly the same shape and size because I know I've been struggling with that a little bit. See, I am learning and I'm listening.
It's about time.
I feel like people get a bit frustrated with us, but I do try. And then even if I'm a little bit off with this first cut, it doesn't matter because the second one's exactly the same. And I am going to be using my cute little pizza roller. Okay, I feel like that was a lot easier and a lot quicker. Like, insanely easier and insanely quicker. I tell you one thing I need to invest in next is some little weights to put on my fabric. Right, let's see if that works. Oh my god, that was so easy. It was so easy. I should really listen to people. And they're both, like, basically the same. Like, come on. If there's anyone learning to sew out there, do it this way. It is, like, mind-blowingly easy. And you just get exactly what you need. It usually takes me, like, hours cutting all this shit out. This is going to speed up the process massively. And then we just do exactly the same thing for the lining. Easy peasy. I'm kind of furious that it's taken me, what, like... 8 episodes or however many episodes I've done to finally start to do things right. Ah, that's perfect. Okay, great. So am I ready to start sewing already? Usually half my day is cutting shit out. That took barely any time at all. Well, I guess I'll get the sewing machine up and running. Oh my god, I'm flying through this. I do like this fabric, mate. Isn't it gorgeous? It's like a proper, like, nice red wine kind of colour. Santa's gonna love putting his presents inside my sock. Sounded so filthy and I didn't mean it that way. It just started to come out and I couldn't stop.
You dirty slut.
Okay, so I've got my massive sock all clipped together. I did clip the top together and then I was like, hang on a second. No, that needs to stay open. I realised at the last second. And weirdly, I'm feeling just very confident today. I have a feeling this might be the best bit of sewing I've ever done in my life. Mainly because I feel like, you know, when you get to a point where things start to like really click. Things have clicked in the past when it comes to sewing. Today, I feel like things have like proper clicked. I'm not going to say I'm going to be able to, you know, make a pair of trousers that can fit us just yet. But I feel like things have just, woof, feel proper excited. It's the Christmas spirit, that's what it is. Suck on my cock. And since I don't think we've had like a nice little tabletop raise me up kind of moment in a while, let's go for it. And this is why I bought a fancy table that rises up just for my sewing machine. I can barely press the pedal now. Can someone let us know as well in the comments, can you get longer pedals and cords for sewing machines? Because I could really do with one. I feel like mine's a bit too short. Right, I think it's just time to get sewing now. If anyone wants to know, I'm doing it on just like a regular little stitch, like a little running stitch. I didn't go for like a zigzag or anything. And it's the moment of truth whether all of these little extra steps that I've done that are supposed to be the correct way of doing things, whether it's actually made a difference. I'm literally so angry with myself. That's what the sewing machine's supposed to do. It hasn't been doing that with us. It's literally like taking the fabric and just being like, here we go. Whereas I've been using it, I feel like I've had to like shove the fabric through the machine. This is what it was supposed to be doing this entire time. It wasn't me. Well, it was me because I hadn't set it up right, but that's why it didn't feel right. I knew there was something wrong. It just kind of took the fabric from us. And that's what a sewing machine's supposed to do. Honestly, I could cry. I could literally stand here as an adult man and cry because I finally feel like things are working. How did I manage in the past? I don't know. That was a dream. Oh my god, I didn't even have to do anything. I didn't even have to hold the fabric. I'm like so mad with myself at the same time though. I can't believe I've done that.
Oh, fuck.
Right, this should be a piece of piss then. Oh, how fun. Okay, I'm excited to sew now. I am literally speechless. It was just as smooth as butter. It was the easiest bit of sewing I've ever done in my entire life, mainly because I've finally set up the sewing machine right. You know how I've always complained about sewer's drift and I'm having to like tug the fabric back into place? That didn't happen this time. And you know why? Because it was all set up properly.
We're losing him.
It was just so pleasurable from start to finish. I'm so angry with like past me that I didn't have it set up properly. That was so easy. That was an absolute piece of utter piss. Let me just turn that inside out. Let's examine my work because I think this is going to be gorgeous. Look at that. Literal perfection. Look how perfect that is. It's... And this was curvy too. I find curves quite difficult, but that was just like, I'm done. Come back. I'm celebrating with some fruity squash. It should have tequila in. That's what it should have. You know when you're struggling with something and you don't know why you're struggling with it so much and you think it's you being an absolute complete and utter twat. I felt like that every time I was using my sewing machine. I felt like I was just struggling. It felt like a fight every time. And no wonder, because I'd just been doing it wrong the entire time. I could make all the other things I've made and make them 1,000,000 times better now. Oh, this is fantastic. Right, great. I'm going to stop going on about it because I'm irritating myself. We'll get the lining done now and then we'll sew that together. I don't know how I'm going to sew that together actually. I'll get the lining done first and then we'll see what I fancy doing. Okay, so I've got my lining now and not a single thing went wrong. surprisingly. There's no holes. It's so like perfect and like seamless and just literally gorgeous. And I think what I want to do is sew this into here first and then sew the trim. I was thinking about doing it all at the same time because then it would be like less sewing and stuff, but I feel like more could go wrong and I end up kind of like losing things. So I just want to stuff my sock in there because then you're gonna look inside and that's gonna be, oh, doesn't that look nice though? I'm debating what I should do because I'm wondering whether people sew the lining actually in, like side, but I don't know why you would do that. I don't think you need to do that. I'm just thinking that would be cute. What if we do that down like that? So we've still got this red on the outside, so it kind of brings that red in, and then we'll add some white along here. I think that'll be cute. Look at me talking as if I know what I'm doing.
I never thought I would live to see that.
So I can do like a really shitty stitch here because you're not going to really even see it if I'm hiding it with some white fluff. Just make sure it's even though, because that side's a bit short. Look at me being a perfectionist. I'm a changed man. I'll just pin it at the top just so it doesn't move anywhere. I feel like I have sewn it slightly different because the seam doesn't match on this side to that side. I think I definitely did something wrong with the lining. I think I sewed it the wrong way, but that's the thing that always trips us up. Inside out, fold it all about, your left leg in, your right leg in, jump up, jump down, and turn it all around. It always confuses us. Right, let's get this bit sewn. I used to always find as well with my sewing machine, when I was trying to sew like loads of things together and it was quite thick, it struggled a bit, but that didn't really struggle at all. Right, so that's all secure and looking amazing. I know obviously you can see like this bit here, but that's going to be hidden. And I'm thinking for this white trim, all I really need to do is cut off like a strip and then I could just sew it either side, and because it's so like big and fluffy, you're not really going to be able to see it, are you? I know it doesn't really need this, but I feel like it screams Christmas, doesn't it, to have a bit of fluff. I do hate it though. Absolute hate working with it. Oh, there's bits of fluff all over the place. Look at the state of that. Oh, you won't be able to see my carpet. Oh, it's a massacre. Oh, it's so bad. It is like so shockingly bad. In fact, I'm going to show you just how bad this fabric is. Look at the state of that. Just ignore my carpet. That's from a previous sewing thing and it left loads of fluff. Look at it. Look at it all. It just sheds everywhere. Awful stuff. Just so it doesn't distract us while I'm sewing. So if we kind of do it like that, how am I even going to pin this onto the fabric? I don't want to use pins because I hate using pins, then they don't work properly for us. I'll tell you what, I'll try and shove a few pins in just to keep it in place. I never really know what I'm doing with pins. It confuses us. I'll just pin it and hope that I'm pinning it properly. I think I'm actually doing it how you're supposed to do it. It's just to keep shit in place, isn't it? Right, we'll try and sew this on. I feel a little bit less confident with this part of it, and I also feel like I've kind of ruined it a little bit, but I've started now, so I can't stop. Okay, I think that went alright, surprisingly. That's not looking too bad, is it? I know it won't be to everyone's taste, but I think that looks alright. I have sewn it a bit odd. I've sewn it a bit too far down. That's irritating us. It's not as perfect as I wanted. I feel like I should have stopped with the fluff. I don't think I should have added it. But never mind, it's on now, and we'll just make do. Right, so I've got this, and I want to add some more bits to it. And I thought what would be nice for this is to use some iron-on letters and write like Merry Christmas or something. I bought these, and I'm not sure whether I actually like them. I don't know whether they're going to scream Christmas. Well, actually, they might look alright. In fact, before I do that, I need a bit of a ribbon sewn on so I can actually hang it. Because I've got this. I know it doesn't really go, does it? I've got some thin stuff, which would look a little bit better, but it wouldn't be as strong. I'm going to have to use the thin stuff. This does not go with that at all. I've got some of this, and I think this is nicer. And I just want, like, maybe it's a little loop. I think from the top there, so I can dangle it off. Okay, I think that's quite cute, actually. Ah, I just sewed that on. Dead easy. Okay, now we'll add the letters. I just want to spell out Merry Christmas. I think that'll be quite cute. Where's the R? Did this pack seriously not give us any R's? Oh, there's one. I need more than that, though. I just thought I probably don't have enough letters to write Merry Christmas. Oh, there's another one. Right, so there's no R, so I can't say Christmas. It'll have to be Xmas. Fancy only putting 2 R's in a pack. Rude. And I don't particularly want these, like, to be straight or anything.
Okay, that was homophobic.
I think it looks nicer if they're all, like, a bit wonky. I'm not making excuses. I actually think it looks nicer when they're a bit, like, wonky and weird. Right, let's plug our iron in. Also, I've just realised this video is coming out on Christmas Eve. I hope everyone's having a lovely Christmas Eve if you are watching this on Christmas Eve. Hope you're not too excited for Santa in the morning. And you remember when you were, like, a young kid and stuff, and you literally, physically couldn't sleep because you were that excited. Me and irons don't get along. I've probably burnt the M. Now I'm wondering, do I want some jingle bells? Do we think that just makes it... Oh, I definitely don't want blue. I think it makes it a little bit tacky. I think it ruins it. And I've spent a very long time on this, and I think I've made it very well. I think I literally just want it like that. Because I would hang this in my home. To be fair, if I had jingle bells, I'd hang it in my home anyway. So here we have my Christmas stocking, ready for Santa, ready for the big day tomorrow. Can you see the Merry Christmas there that I've stuck on? I think I've made this very nicely. Like, look at that. I'll give you a proper close-up. I don't think that's too bad at all. I definitely struggled with this top bit. I feel like that was like, I don't know, a bit of a chew on. But the inside's all lovely and lined with this nice kind of padded wine fabric. And it's just made surprisingly well. You could easily hang this on your mantelpiece or in your room or whatever and just expect presents. Even that's like, it's on so well. I'm getting so much better at sewing, I really am. So pleased with myself. Look at it. It is absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I think that just about does it for today's festive edition of Sewing Machine Adventures. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, let me know how proud you are in the comments of me and setting up my machine properly and everything. Just look at that, like, I feel like it's made surprisingly well. It's proper nice, you know. I feel like I've made a really good, like, decision with the fabric choices and the patterns and everything. Because I think sewing's not just about sewing, it's about, like, combining stuff together. And that's just got, like, a lot of texture and stuff, doesn't it? But I hope everyone has an absolutely lovely Christmas, whatever you're doing and whatever you're up to. And the next time I see you, it'll be... I don't know, when will it be? It'll be on Friday, a few days before New Year's. What am I even doing? I don't even know what I'm doing, so that'll be a surprise for me and you.
There's no fundraiser!
I can't believe how well today's gone. I know I've got like so much mess and so much to tidy up, but I am just literally gobsmacked. You know, I've seen people online sewing and they make it look really easy and like a proper piece of piss and stuff. And I was wondering why. I was like, why do I make it look so hard? Why is it so difficult for me? And now I know. I was doing it all wrong. But now that I'm doing it right, I'm gonna make so many sewing things.